was to test them on the human energy field. And that is the state of the art now in biophysics, that this field
is considered the bottom line regulator processes. Here's an example of the data. The red indicates points that were tested that are really unbalanced. The yellow are points that are tolerable within normal, but not quite normal. And the green, of course, are the most normal. Some 5 meridians are grossly unbalanced. And after wearing the Lifewave patches, only 1 point is unbalanced. That's an impressive result, especially after immediately placing on the patches.
There is an immediate autonomic nervous system response within 5 minutes. This is what happens when we apply the patches. As you see, there's a pretty hot looking back to the left, and there's a patch distinctly sitting right in the middle of that spine. It has a cooling effect on the autonomic nervous system.
Statistically speaking, there we can prove that energy production is enhanced fairly dramatically by these patches. I've been doing this kind of testing now for almost 8 years, and I can tell you, you don't see these kind of results.
We tested the Lifewave product and we found that it made a significant change within 10 seconds in the cytoskeleton. And let me tell you, that is profound.
There are a lot of products out there, folks, but there are very few companies who support their products with quality science.
Having clinical studies is a matter of ethics. You have to know what effects your products are going to have on people before they actually use them. And it's a legal requirement. The government wants to see clinical studies, scientific proof that substantiate your claims.
We look for independent researchers. We look at universities that can study our technology. We're driven to prove the benefits of this technology, as well as to show how this technology can be used to help the people around the world.
The power of networking, David was introduced to world-famous actress, best-selling author, and renowned health advocate, Suzanne Somers. She had such an extraordinary response to the technology that she immediately met with David to learn more.
That first meeting was just absolutely extraordinary. And I would say the one thing that really impressed me about Suzanne was her level of scientific knowledge. I got questions from her that I don't get from some medical doctors.
In 2006, the word about Lifewave continued to spread. Suzanne Somers interviewed David in her New York Times bestseller, Breakthrough. Suddenly, people were contacting Suzanne about the patches and contacting Lifewave because of Suzanne. In November of 2009, Lifewave and Suzanne Somers held a Caribbean cruise, bringing distributors and speakers together from around the world and celebrating the 5-year anniversary of the company with a flourish. Later the same year, Suzanne also invited David and Lifewave to be featured in her next book, Knockout.
For the last 10 years, I have been involved and passionate about health. That really is all there is. And when I met David Schmidt of Lifewave 5 years ago, there was such a connection from the very first time because our messages are synergistic. This is an extraordinary new technology that everybody needs to know about.
That the world is a better place because of Lifewave and because of Suzanne. We were at a party that Suzanne Somers was holding. We had just been in her book Knockout. And we were meeting with scientists from around the world. These are brilliant medical doctors that are on the cutting edge of anti-aging medicine. And we heard them talk about this recurring theme of stress and how stress is having an adverse effect on the body. And I remember going home that night and I read Knockout from front to back. And I called Suzanne the following day and I said, you know what, I can design a patch for reducing stress.
14 months later, after extensive research, clinical trials, and focus groups, Lifewave's Eon was unveiled at a worldwide product launch on January 8, 2011. The careful preparation made this the most successful product launch ever for the company.
what was so personally rewarding for me was to see the tremendous benefits that people were getting from this product, like no other product before it. On the business side, we're going to continue our global expansion into new markets. And this is going to give our distributors more and more opportunities. But more importantly, this is about making a statement in the world that we can live in a world without suffering. We're on a mission to improve quality of life, whether or not it be to help those that are suffering in pain, or to help people that just simply need more energy or new solutions in anti-aging. We're here to help. So come join Lifewave and make a difference in the world today.
Lifewave. Live long, live well.
Okay, Mr. Lingam.
All right. Hello. Welcome, all of you. Please get yourselves comfortable as we zoom off into today's topic. Today's topic is about product. Now, please allow me to say something about myself. My name is Dharmalingam. You can call me Lingam for short. I was in the profession of loss adjusting for 40 years, out of which I managed my own company for about 28 years. I'm not from an MLM background, though it is not unheard. I have been rescued by Lifewave from feeling and living as like a 88 years old man. I am now living a life of a 60 years old with controlled cognitive impairment. I'll talk about cognitive impairment in a while. Thanks to Lifewave, my doctors had warned that I could develop dementia, loss of memory, or both. I was a man of few words for 2.5 years. My hands have been full with handling thousands of property losses, attending to people hurt, injured, or killed in road traffic accidents mostly. Malaysia has one of the highest road traffic accidents in the world. Indemnity compensation were the common words. Healing and medication were the specialty of doctors and hospitals. Self-healing never entered my mind until I myself was faced with an ischemic stroke. Now I am beginning to realize that sharing, caring, and self-healing is really my calling in life. I don't think that I am too old for sharing, caring, and self-healing. Well, I'll update you about my latest recovery that I have to write down actually, because so many things are happening within me that I have to list it. And I listed something like 15 to 25 different improvements in my body. You know, as a stroke patient, everything is in reverse once you have a stroke. You know, it could be the prostate enlargement or simple cholesterol being too high. It could be knee pains, arthritis, and cervical spondylitis. It could be anything. Just to update you, life has not been all that easy all this while. My forgetfulness is still there. Rani, my wife, keeps reminding me to turn off the switches after using them. After 1 full year of using the Lifewave patches, I sense that almost all my physical disorders, disabilities are no longer hindering me. My speech and voice have improved markedly, so has my vocabulary. In the past few days, I sense that I am able to hear, process, and understand words spoken to me, irrespective of whether the speaker delivers it slowly or at a faster pace. It means that my neurons are beginning to fire. Talking over the phone was a difficult task for me in the past. Not any longer. I lead a painless life now. Thanks to X39, I can walk 9 holes golf once a week and be up by 5:30 a.m. the next morning without any pain or tiredness. I would say that it is an amazing recovery from my ischemic stroke so far. It is never too late to live younger, longer, healthier. Now let's go around to see who we have here. Now it is time to welcome our first presenter, Mr. Tan Chin Hua, who will speak on the topic of product. He graduated and worked as a pharmacist with more than 10 years of pharmaceutical experience in retail pharmacy, hospital, and corporate based in England and Malaysia. He is now known by his peers as the pharmacist who doesn't sell drugs, but instead uses a more holistic approach to help people to regain their health. He is cool all the time since I got to know him. What do you use, Mr. Tan Chin Hua? What patch do you use to stay cool? Cheers. You're on. It's all yours.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lingam. Okay, welcome everyone to Super Wednesday. And today I'll be sharing a bit about my journey in Lifewave and also a product presentation. So for those of you who are new here, can you type in a 111 so that I know that you guys are new? All right, because it's going to be a very exciting journey for you guys. Okay, so all right, let's begin. Can you guys see my screen? If you guys can see my screen, please type in a 222. Okay, so I always like to start off with this question: how well do we actually understand our own health, right? So for me, it's a learning journey, and even up to today, I only know about 70% of what I know. Yeah, I'm still exploring a lot of different things that's happening in my body, the changes as I am also aging, right? So this is something that we all would like to learn, yeah? And we learn by people telling us their story, their recovery, and what they've been through as well. Okay, so this is something that we actually do in our community, all right? So, okay, and if you look at this, Harvard Medical School actually said that the gut is actually our second brain. So why is that so? Let's take a deeper look at this. And if you know the vagus nerve, can you guys see that yellow nerve that's connected from the brain right down to the gut? Okay, so basically vagus nerve is the nerve that connects to all the organs, right, in our body. Okay, so this is why that position is so powerful. Yeah, every time we patch the X39, it is either at the back of the neck or 2 fingers below the belly button. So there is a reason why it is positioned that way. It is to basically open up the meridians of all our organs for our blood to circulate better, right? So basically, in the past, all right, the history of the father of medicine, Hippocrates, okay? So all disease begins in the gut, he says, all right? Death sits in the bowel. A bad digestion is the root to all evil, yeah? So this was actually said 400 years before Christ, okay? And basically, this is my favorite topic of health, right? Leaky gut. And a lot of us, we take our health for granted, including myself, right? In my mid-30s, that's why I suffered a lot from gut issue. So let's take a look at what is actually leaky gut, right? So basically, when we take something, a supplement or any form of nutrition, it basically leaks through our cells and into our bloodstream. That causes inflammation, autoimmune disease, malabsorption. Okay, so this is what leaky gut is all about. And basically, it is like a volcano waiting to erupt. Okay, so how do we actually get leaky gut? And I can tell you, Malaysians or even other nations from other countries, we all have leaky gut, yeah, because of pollution. Anyone here like seafood? When was the last time you saw the fish that you ate was from a clear blue sea, right? There's a lot of oil spillage these days, okay? So even the prawns, the sotong, everything, yeah. So these are the things that we don't see with our naked eyes. What about agriculture pollution? Yeah. So even organic fruits, vegetable, it's not that organic anymore because of the heavy pesticide use. Okay, so this is something that damages our DNA day by day. That's why we are degenerating faster than ever. And what about our diet? Malaysian diet, the nasi lemak, the char kway teow, oh, the satays, the desserts, oh my God. So these are the things that we all love to eat, don't we? Right? And these are the food that's causing a lot of problems, a lot of diseases in our population. All right. So lifestyle, stress, alcohol, yeah, not enough sleep. So people that work in corporate, like those days, myself, I never used to get enough sleep. Yeah, I'm always stressed, deadlines, and I was a heavy alcohol user as well. Until about 3 years ago, I decided that I need a change. I quit my corporate job to focus on my health entirely. And that was when I reversed my liver inflammation caused by alcohol, and also a pre-diabetic condition that was 10 years, right? So I never took care, no supplements, no medication. So I started to experiment a lot on wellness. Yeah, that's how I overcame my wellness, my health issues, right? So, and what are the causes of leaky gut? Let's take a look at what actually happens when our system is inflamed, when it is going to be erupted like a volcano. Okay, so in the brain, it causes Alzheimer, memory loss, poor memory, autism, okay, depression. So why are people getting more depressed and depressed these days, right? It's all from the inflammation of the gut. So check that gut and do something about it. Our heart, okay, high blood sugar, low blood count, stroke, heart diseases, right? So all these are related to inflammation. And muscle weakness, okay? So muscle pain and basically muscle wasting, okay? So bones, osteoporosis, fractures. So why are people basically breaking into pieces so easily? It's the inflammation that's destroying the bone cells. And what about skin? Kids these days, children, young born babies, right? If you look at the children these days, they are more prone to eczema, psoriasis. They are more prone to dermatitis. They are more prone to all these skin diseases because it was passed down by their parents who have all this kind of inflammation in their body. Their DNA is being damaged. So people are degenerating faster and faster. Okay. And what about thyroid? Your hormone balancing, it's all here, right? So inflammation basically disrupt the hormone production. And lungs, asthma, COPD. So GI tract, right? So what we talk about, the heartburns, the gut, right? All these annoying gut issues that you can never find out what is the root cause, even if you do an endoscope, yeah? And the doctors will always tell you there's nothing wrong with you, it's psychology, yeah? That is what I went through as well. After checking and checking, nothing they could find, okay? So kidneys, kidney failure, high blood pressure, right? All these are causes of inflammation. And fatty liver, high cholesterol, right? So we look at the three major diseases that Malaysians suffer, right? High blood pressure, high blood sugar, diabetes, and also cholesterol. Yeah. So all the inflammation and all these issues starts from the gut. That's what Hippocrates is trying to tell us. Yeah. Back in those days. Okay. So what are the symptoms of leaky gut? So if you have 2-3 symptoms of this constipation, diarrhea, mucus into passing of gas, bloated all the time, abdominal cramping, okay, acid reflux, we have leaky gut. Okay, I do have it myself last time, but now my situation has improved so much and I literally feel nothing of the symptoms. I used to wake up in the morning, I feel like vomiting all the time. Yeah, because I was so bloated and I never had appetite. I was very underweight. I couldn't absorb nutrients properly. Yeah, and I was living with Gaviscon, charcoal pill, gastric pill, my 3 best friends. Okay, constantly. So then I got so frustrated, I decided to do something for myself. Yeah, to reverse the entire situation. Okay, so when I was practicing in England, yeah, I actually prepared a lot of all these medications for my patients. And the reason why I wanted to become a pharmacist is to help people to get well. But when I went into that industry, I saw different things, right? I was needed to basically dispense more and more drugs prescribed by the doctors, okay? And I got a shock of my life looking at people taking all this medication. It is not vitamins, it's not supplements, it's all drugs, okay? So basically, they have it for morning, noon, evening, bedtime, and it's all nicely packed by me to be delivered to them. So that's how well the government actually takes care of their people, yeah? So then it became a point where I started to think. I saw all these situations where people have to be dependent on oxygen machines, kidney dialysis machines, bedridden. And yes, healthcare can actually prolong our lives. But the big question here is, can healthcare actually give us the quality of life? Yeah. So what's the point living till 110 years before 100 years old, we are on the bedridden. We are in situations like this. So this is not quality of life. This is not what we want, right? And I can share with you a little story that I tell people all the time. My beloved grandma lived until 92, but by the age of 82, she lost her eyesight, Alzheimer's, osteoporosis. She had a lot of gut issue that we actually sent her to the hospital for multiple surgeries and still couldn't get well. Yeah, she lost her energy, and basically she was suffering for 10 years before she actually passed on. And I wish at the time I was more open to other alternative options rather than just medical and surgeries. And this is something that I always tell people: if your loved ones are still around, make sure you give them that privilege, educate them, and give them the best quality of life, not prolonging their life by using just medication and surgeries. Okay, so I hope you guys get the message. Okay, so and I just want to share with you that every single drug, whether it's Panadol, whether it's a cough syrup, whether it's hypertensive medication, etc., they go through a strict clinical trial, and 50% of the lab rats would survive, and 50% of them would die during these clinical trials. Okay, so that is a term called LD50, lethal dose 50. So the question is, do we still want to continue putting all these medication and drugs inside us? Yeah. So if it is for temporary purpose, like maybe just a mild headache, fever, yes, yeah, I do strongly agree if you cannot take the pain. Yeah. If not, let your body recover and heal itself properly. So what about long-term medications like diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure? Yeah. So there are always alternatives. Yeah, like exercising, eating right. Maybe you can consider this technology. I'll go through with you later on. Yeah. So this is something that I'm not asking you to totally stop your medication, but add it on top of what you're doing now. Yeah. Add this particular technology, and maybe you can see better effects, and let the doctor decide after 6 months, 1 year, to whether to cut your dose or to totally stop your medication, because your blood markers have improved tremendously. Okay. But be patient, all right, because it takes time. Okay. So I always remember this customer when I was working in retail in Malaysia, and he always came to get his regular medication. He has high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes. He was on anticoagulants, blood thinners. Okay. So he always tell me this: Jinhua, I worked hard all my life. All my life, I worked so hard. Yeah, I made so much money just to give it back to the pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, so his cost of medication is about 900 to 1,000 per month itself. Okay, so he told me this: when you're young, please take care of your health. And this was my wake-up call to really look into properly basically treating my body. Yeah, I don't want to be dependent on long-term medications, because I've seen so many people suffer. And all of them that came into the pharmacy that bought regular medication, they don't look happy, because they are bothered by so many side effects. and basically they are so traumatized. Okay, so this is something, please spread the words around to your loved ones as well. Okay, and basically what people are experiencing, majority of them, when they have a problem with their health, they go and see the doctor, and basically the doctor will prescribe some medications, and that medication that they take, let's say high blood pressure, it causes gastric issue. You go back to the doctor again, he will add on a gastric pill for you. And when that gastric issue resolves, he basically, you will have maybe another side effect, maybe a headache, migraine, and he will continue to add medication for you. Yeah, so this is what we call the vicious circle. And this is not something that I would like people to experience, because it's just adding drugs on top of drugs again and again and again. So you never get out of this circle. All right. So what we really want when we are 90 years old, 100 years old, we want to still be able to exercise, dance around, play with our choo-choo, chit-chit, travel with no pain. Yeah. So this is the life that we want, and this is what we call the quality of life. And when I was working as a pharmacist, I never really understood this. I thought people just get old, they fall sick, they rely on medication, and we pass on. Yeah. So until I really look into my own health. Okay. So if you have tried so many things, whether it's juicing, supplements, acupuncture, cupping, yoga, chiro, and you still have certain issues with your health, maybe you can consider this technology by Lifewave. All right. Maybe this could be something that you experience differently. Okay. So please allow me to introduce the company a bit. All right. And Lifewave, I personally find this company so amazing. Yeah. And there's nothing like this. And the CEO, founder, inventor himself, David Smith, he himself is a man of science, right? And when he first started the company, he actually developed a technology for the US Navy SEALs. It wasn't for sick people, it was for very fit people. And they participated in a mini submarine exercise that do not require any stimulants or caffeine, because they need to do a submarine exercise for 30 hours. So can you imagine a submarine exercise inside the sea, which is so high pressure, and it actually affects the Navy SEALs, right? So David Smith came out with the first invention called energy enhancer, right? And in 2019, this was the flagship product that was launched, X39, with over 130 patents and 80 clinical studies, ladies and gentlemen. So this is technology that's backed up by science, all right? Research papers done, okay? So, and it's classified as a medical device, class 1, okay? And the Irish government was so basically impressed that this particular company, research R&D, is fully funded in Ireland, right? And the company has 2 manufacturing plants in San Diego and also Ireland. Okay, so this is basically a bit about David Smith and his company. And when we look at the track record of what he has done, the technology was actually developed. The first patch energy enhancer was developed 20 years ago, 2024. Can you imagine a patch that's non-transdermal, no side effects, no drugs? Yeah. It was developed 20 years ago. That's why when I look at this technology, it's actually 20 years ahead of time, right? And moving forward, they have a lot of different ranges, okay? And basically, it has continued to improve. And when X39 came out, it was during the boom of the stem cells injections, right? People are talking about stem cells, how he could heal our body faster naturally. So then X39 came out, and basically people just wanted to try the product. Okay. So, and it caught this Olympic swim coach attention in 2004. And he tried it on 8 of his lady swimmer, yeah, and 6 of them broke personal best during the Olympic swimming trials. They are using the Lifewave and energy enhancer patches. And because of that, 1,000 people came forward wanting to become the distributor of Lifewave. Okay, so as we know, competitive sports, Olympics or any other big events, competition is basically very, very strict, and they were investigated in 2005 by WADA, okay, World Anti-Doping Agency. So what happened was they found nothing in that patch. Yeah, so they investigated David Smith, they interviewed him and things like that, and they found nothing. Okay, so then people started to use it competitively. Okay, if you know Michael Phelps, he is the multiple gold medalist swimmer from America. Yep. Ray Allen, NBA champion. Okay, with Diana Kirk, US swimmer, and also David Beckham, who uses the technology during their prime time. Yeah. So this is something that gives us the assurance, and also medical professions in America and also Europe have started to use this technology when about 5-10 years ago. Okay, so then we are also assured. Now, if sports people that are well known can use this technology, that means their team of medical professions behind them basically have done their due diligence to say that they are safe to use these patches. So moving forward, the medical and healthcare profession also started to use it. Now, a lot of Malaysians, they ask me, Chinua, if the technology is so good, how come the doctors in Malaysia is not using it? Yeah. So then I can only answer with one thing, that we are a bit behind in terms of science and technology. So why not we learn from the number one technology country in the world, which is America. Yeah. So then we want to model their success as well. Okay. So in time to come, this will be a wave moving forward to Malaysia and even Southeast Asia. Okay. So, yep. So how does it work? Okay. So the X39 stem cells activation patch. So there are no stem cells inside the patch. So inside the patch is made of crystalline amino acid, okay, some sugar, glucose, water, and also some secret ingredients of the company. Okay. So then how does it work? Let's take a look. Okay. So let's first understand what are stem cells. Yeah, basically it's the foundation to all our organs in our body. Everything of us is made of stem cells, all right? And basically, in layman terms, like a building, yep, before we can actually build a building, we need sand, we need cement, we need bricks, we need metal, yeah? So then when the building is completed, it can hold for another 100 years. So when our body has healthy stem cells, yeah, we can continue to live long and prosper. So that's what stem cells are. And basically, as we age, in our 60s, we have about 5% of stem cells remaining. So then is there a way to basically reverse age, right? So that's what we look at. And stem cells are basically, you can get it from different sources like sheep, yeah, from animals closest to human DNA, sheep, lamb, rabbit, pig, all right? Or you can do blood transfusion, right, injection, or you can take supplements, okay? But nothing beats your own stem cells, right? So these are basically what is available in the market right now. And I can share with you what are the costs. Now, injections in private hospital for blood cancer, it costs about 200 to 250,000 ringgit per injection. So then you are required to maybe go back 2, 3, 4 times, depending on how your condition is, right? And for anti-aging and diabetes, stem cells injection costs between 40 to 60,000 per injection. Yeah. And it also depends on how your body reacts. You may go back for second, third, fourth time. So this is not for basically regular people because it's too expensive. All right. And basically, this is a news that I want to share. Recently, on the 24th of April, yeah, this company called Cord Life was basically investigated for improper handling of stem cells. Yeah. So basically what they did was they collected stem cells from placenta of a newborn. Yeah. And basically help these fathers and mothers, they put it in the blood bank. So what happens was something happened in that particular blood bank and basically destroyed the stem cells. So when it is invasive injections, there are risks like this, yeah. And basically, the company is going into trouble because of they're getting sued and all that. So this is a very important piece of information, all right? And so let's look at how this amazing technology work, right? So basically, just apply the patch to a specific point, such as the area of pain, or just now I mentioned the vagus nerve behind your backbone, yeah, of the back of your neck, right? So that is the best spot, okay? And it's basically activated by your own body heat. So the patches acts like a mirror. We emit energy every single second. Now, if you actually gone through an airport scanner, you can see different light colors of your own. Yeah. So we are basically light beings. Okay. So we can't see it, but that is our chakra. Okay. So then the patches will reflect wavelength of light in the infrared and visible spectra. Okay. And basically, the skin stimulates nerve, which is in turn elicit a biochemical response from the body. This is known as photobiomodulation, and this is the basis for phototherapy. Okay, so that's why it's called non-invasive, no drugs, no side effects. Okay, so what benefits can you expect from using X39? Okay, so for people who have used it for a while now, yeah, and for newcomers, this is very important as a refresher as well. So basically what happens is that it elevates copper peptide known to activate stem cells. Now, copper peptide is in our body. Every human being, every animal has it, okay? So basically what happens is that when this is the structure of the copper peptide, right? So it's basically chemistry. And basically, this is a research paper from PubMed, okay? Now, a lot of people, they go onto Google and they find all sorts of answers. Some are favorable and some not favorable. But I can tell you that Google is a search engine. It is not a research engine. Now, if you want proper scientific research paper, go onto PubMed. They are the recognized, okay, research engine in the world, okay? So this is where we look at. And basically, what does GHK copper peptide do in the light of the new gene data? So it has been found to possess powerful self-protective actions such as multiple cancer activities and anti-inflammation action, okay? Anti-anxiety, anti-pain, anti-aggression, DNA repair, and activation of cell cleansing, okay? So this is what it does. It basically repair broken DNA, right? So people that have all sorts of illnesses is because of their damaged DNA. And how does damaged DNA come about? Pollution, yeah, food, okay? Radiation. As I'm talking to you now, my cells are dying because I'm facing, I have two phones with me and I have a computer staring at me, yeah? And I have my headphones on. So this is radiation is basically killing our cells every single second, okay? So then, but we cannot avoid advancement of technology, okay? So what do we do to protect ourselves from all this radiation, which is basically destroying our DNA every single second, okay? So we have to increase our GHK copper, which in turn will stimulate our stem cell production in our body, okay, to repair the damaged DNA. And David Smith had basically done a test on the X39. And basically, after using as little as 6 months, our DNA telomeres, if you know the DNA structure, they have basically like two tails, right? It lengthens to the equivalent of 8.5 years of age reversal after using 6 months. Yeah. So then this basically helps us to reverse aging. That's why people see tremendous results after using it for about 6 months, 1 year. But again, I have to basically give you a very gentle reminder to basically use it with patience and enjoy the process. Okay. So obvious effects that people have faced. Okay, overall body inflammation. Remember at the beginning of my presentation, I said that leaky gut causes inflammation. So maybe this is one of the ways that you can actually use it to reduce the inflammation in your body that's causing so much sickness and illnesses. Okay, so this is one very obvious result. Okay, and increase in cellular energy. Okay, so people that have used this have actually experienced increase in energy throughout the day. So people, I've spoken to people that actually felt sleepy after lunch or sometimes throughout the day they feel sleepy, right? After using X39, they don't have that kind of feeling at all. Yeah, it's because that cellular energy in our body is basically activating our entire body heat. Okay, so better sleep. Yeah, so this is something that I personally experienced myself. I have more energy and I sleep better throughout the night as well. Yeah, I don't have so much dreams or nightmares sometimes. Yeah, so this is something that I actually appreciate because quality of sleep is very important. And people that have pain issue, this is something that is the most obvious. Yeah, pain reduction. So people that have any kind of pain, whether it's gastric pain, whether it's nerve pain, back pain, arthritic, injuries that never recover properly, from 10 years ago, they experience this kind of pain relief, okay? Because the stem cells are repairing the damaged, broken bone cells and also nerve cells, yeah? So that is the scientific explanation. And age reversal, wrinkle reduction, yep. If ladies and even men, we are all vain creatures, yeah? So I would like to have springy skin textures as well. So this is something that actually benefits a lot of people significantly, okay? And sports performance, if you are a regular active sports goer, this is something that will actually boost your stamina and increase performance. And it will actually burn a lot of your calories, increases your metabolism rates, okay? So you're going to look more fit, leaner as well. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so hair growth. Yep. So people have also come to me and say that their hair has gotten a bit darker. Yep, because the hair studies say so, not them. Yeah, they have actually dropped lesser hair while showering as well. So please take note of all these little things that's happening, right? Because something good is happening in your body every single day. Okay, so wound healing. Okay, so if let's say you fall down and all that, just patch somewhere close to the wound, right, and watch the progress of it. Even diabetic foot injuries, diabetic wound, okay, their healing reaction is much faster with X39, okay, because it stimulates the stem cells production in the body. And diabetic wound, basically their nerves and their cells are all dead already one. So it's very dangerous. If they don't take care, they have to go for amputation. Yeah. So make sure you keep some of this at home as an emergency kit. If anything happens, okay, you can patch it immediately, okay, while waiting to go and get treatment. So what is the best method to start? Okay, so we always start with this, so newcomer, please take note. X39 in the morning, Aeon at night. Why? Because X39 is the only patch in the company and in the world that stimulates stem cells production, yeah, naturally, okay? So it is for overall stem cells rejuvenation. And basically, this is something that everybody should use, okay? And it is a slower effect. That's why we add in Aeon, okay, to basically boost up the effect of X39 as well. So Aeon is used at night. Yeah, you can see the moon phase there. Is basically to reduce the body inflammation, right? Overall body inflammation that causes a lot of diseases. And it helps to relax. It helps us to sleep better, okay? It helps people with depression as well, okay? Or mental illnesses, okay? So this is something that is very, very powerful, okay? This is the best combination to start with. And David Smith, the founder, CEO, scientist himself said it, right? That this is the best combination to start with. Yeah. So do it for at least 3 to 6 months. Get the foundation of your body stem cells healthy first. Yeah. Before you start looking into exploring other patches. A lot of people, they get too excited and they want to use a lot of different patches at the beginning. So my advice to them is no, don't do that. Okay. Start with X39 Aeon first, right? let your body heal itself first. Get the foundation strong and then test out other patches. Yeah, don't get too excited, okay? Okay, so basically, at the beginning just now, I talked about the vagus nerve health, right? And why is X39 and Aeon patch this way, okay? Because the vagus nerve is the largest nerve that connects to all our organs, all right? And basically patching X39 at the back of the neck, yeah, as per the diagram on the left, okay, it basically opens up the meridian of all our organs. Your qi flows better in Chinese acupuncture, the term qi, right? And your blood circulations to all the organs, it's better. It's going to be better. So people that have cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure is basically from the malfunctioning of their organs. The blood supply is not enough to go to those organs. And that's why X39 is so powerful. Yeah. If you can see the second diagram, the X39, the second position, so you patch either or position. Okay. So it's up to you. And basically the second position of X39 that's recommended to patch is just below the belly button, 2 fingers below the belly button. And if you can see that, that is where our gut system is. Yeah. So the vagus nerve actually connects from our brain right down to our gut. Yeah. So it clears up the entire meridian of our anatomy. So this is why it is placed the way it is. Okay. So I hope you guys learned something today. Okay. And basically, if you guys want a deeper understanding on why David Smith actually say that X39 Aeon is the best combination, I will drop the link of this YouTube video. All right. It's an hour video, but it is a very good understanding of how X39 Aeon works in synergy. Okay. So after this little sharing session, I'm going to drop it in the chat box. All right. So before I end, okay, I just wanted to say this, that your journey to wellness is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So pace yourself and trust the process. Enjoy. And I'm very grateful that we have this Lifewave community that's very, very supportive. And we are here to assure you and to basically help you through this journey of yours. Yeah. No matter whether you are already patching for a while or you are a newcomer. Okay. So that is the support that we give. And you can also ask us questions on a daily basis, 8:30 at night. We have different speakers, and then we were able to share some insight with you. And through what you actually share with us, we also learn a lot as well. Yeah. So that's how we learn from each other. Okay. So that is it for my session. All right. So basically, before we take any questions, Mr. Lingam, can you do this announcement?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Brand partners should know that there is a BOP, Business Opportunity Presentation, every day at the Old Klang Road showroom. The address is here at 27 Jalan 1/37B, Resource Industrial Center, Kuala Lumpur. You can look at the schedule here. On Monday, it's at 2 p.m. Monday is in English. It's an English session. The presentation will be done by different speakers each day. And it is spread between English and Mandarin. You can choose which session you want to attend, and you won't regret attending this presentation. You're always welcome. For all users and potential users, including brand partners, you're always welcome to visit the Old Klang Road showroom. And if you have any questions that you have, you can put it in the chat board, and so that Xinhua can reply you directly.
All right. So, Mr. Lingam, thank you. So there are some questions. I'm going to address some of these questions. Okay, so Lee LL, can X39 apply on hand for fingers pain? Okay, so yes, you can actually apply it at the back of your neck where the vagus nerve is, or you can also experiment. Some people that put it at the pain area, and it helps tremendously with the recovery. So you can also patch X39 or Aeon, yeah, and see how your condition improves, yeah. Okay. Richard Teo, can we paste two types of patch at near same spot neck area instead of belly, e.g. X39 and X49? Okay, Richard, so if you are actually patching X39 and X49, yes, this is after 3 months of using X39 and Aeon first. After that, you add on X49, right? So X39, you can patch it at the back of your neck, and X49, you can patch it just below your belly button, 2 fingers. Okay, so then you can use that both in the morning, X39, X49, and Aeon at night. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. Okay, April, do cats or dogs have vagus nerve for putting the patch? Yes, yes. So cats and dogs, you can actually, what you can do is, if you dress them up, yep, put it underneath the shirt that they are wearing. Okay, it doesn't have to be the vagus nerve, right? But it can be just inside the shirt that they are wearing. All right. So then it doesn't go missing. Yeah. So I've tested it on a lot of my friends' pet as well. It works. It works wonder. Okay. All right. Okay, Christine say, all right, will it activate cancer cells and cause it to grow at faster rate? Okay, this is a very good question, Christine. Okay, so let me just share the slide that I was talking about earlier regarding cancer activities, Christine. So hang on a minute, let me just share screen. Okay. All right. So Christine, if you missed this particular slide earlier, this is basically from the research paper of PubMed. It is the most trusted scientific research engine, all right, in the world. Okay, so basically, hang on a minute. What it says here is that, hang on a minute. Okay, so basically it says that GHK, right, which is in our body, when activated, when we have a lot of GHK, it is basically have anti-cancer activities properties. Okay, so that's why it is scientifically proven that when X39 is being used to stimulate more production of GHK copper in our body, yep, we have better protection against cancer. Okay, so I'm not saying that, I hope that after using X39, the risk of cancer will reduce. Yeah, but anything we still have a risk because we are so exposed to pollution and radiation. Okay, so I hope that answer your question, yeah, Christine. All right. So how long will patch work out for autoimmune disorder plus pain on arm? Okay, Richard, thank you for your question. This is a very good question. So this, I can only say our body actually heals at different pace. Yeah. Some people can see the effect within few days, some people in few weeks, some people maybe after 6 months. So then I cannot give you an answer exactly on how long the patch will start working out. But the point is to be consistently patching and also drink a lot of water when you use the patch. All right. So be patient and enjoy the wellness journey. Okay. Can I use more than one of Aeon at night? Grace. Okay. So Grace, suggest not to. You don't have to because one Aeon is powerful enough. You don't have to use two. Okay. So one X39 in the morning and one Aeon at night. Okay, iPad 2. Do we have to remove the patch while bathing? Okay, this is a waterproof patch. Okay, so whether you are playing sports or whether you are actually showering, you don't actually have to take it out. Yeah, that's why a lot of sports people, if you see just now, the Olympic competitors, they all use it during their sports. Okay. Yes, Chu Pei Yi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Zoom user, what does X49 help with? All right. So X49 helps with stamina, all right, increasing stamina, increasing the metabolism in our body, helps to build leaner muscle, helps to protect the heart, helps to protect the brain, and lower blood pressure as well. So that's what X49 help with. Okay. Yes, yes, Shefali, thank you so much. Okay. If the cats or dogs not wearing anything clothes, then patch where? Can it be behind the back? Okay, so April, good question. They can patch it, they can stick it at their collar. Yeah, they should have a collar that you can stick the patch it. Okay. Okay. Richard Teo, your recommendation type of patch location to patch for eye problem glaucoma. Okay, so Richard, is always any kind of health challenges that we have. It's always going to be X39 at the back of the neck and also Aeon at the back of the neck at night. Okay, so X39 morning, Aeon at night, at least for 3 to 6 months first. Okay, after patching for 3 to 6 months, you can actually add on carnosine. Carnosine is very good to repair damaged nerves, yeah, overall in the body. Okay, cataract, eye issues as well. Thank you. Are there any side effects? Okay, these patches have no side effects because it is non-drug, no side effects, and basically it's non-transdermal. Non-transdermal meaning that nothing goes inside the body. Yeah. So basically, it uses your own body energy to activate the stem cells production in your body. Okay, I want to address this issue where people always ask about side effects and healing crises. Okay, so while using these patches, people may experience certain kind of healing crisis. Okay, so people may be a bit sick, meaning that they may have a bit of flu, cough, fever, or even headache, or even pain in their body, right? And basically, this is very, very good. And congratulations if you have healing crisis, because it's your body actually expelling the toxins, yeah, from your body. Okay, so this is something that I find amazing because taking medication, like let's say if you have a regular migraine, every month you have to take that painkiller to basically stop the migraine from coming. But it's not actually addressing the root cause of your migraine. Okay, so every month people take it consistently every single month. So that is just suppressing the symptoms of the migraine. Yeah. So what X39 and Aeon does, it basically dig deep into our root cause. It repairs the damaged DNA in our body. It basically solves the root cause of our migraine, which is from the gut. Okay. So then this is something that you have to go through. Yeah. So a lot of people experience healing crisis. Yep, we are here to assure you that it's only temporary. Okay, people go through rounds and rounds of healing crisis because of the toxins that we put inside our body, the air that is polluted, the radiation that we are facing. Yeah, so then we will still fall sick once in a while, but rest assured that your body is being repaired every single day. Yeah, that is the beauty of it. Okay, all right. Right. Sorry, no collar on the cats or dogs too. Okay. So this is something that you have to figure out because the thing is that if you patch it on the fur, it may not be sticky. Yeah. So consider adding any shirts of any kind. It could be just a little blouse, right? Just to put the patches underneath the clothes. Okay. Lee LL can paste X39 above the clothes. You mean behind the cloth, behind the shirt? Yeah, yes, you can, and it works actually equally well as well. Your shirt traps heat as well. Okay, when the heat is activated, when the body actually traps heat, right? And your shirt actually traps, increase the stimulation of the stem cells in your body. Okay, iPad 2, would you prefer to patch on neck or below belly button? Okay, so any spot is fine. Okay, so if let's say you patch on your neck and you find it a bit itchy, you can change it to below your belly, yeah? Okay, so trial and error, huh? Okay, Fatima, can I wear health braces or necklace phyton while patching? Okay, good, very good question, Fatima. And we call this the negative ion products, which is not recommended to use while you are patching. All right, so leave the phyton necklace or braces out. Okay, and concentrate on the patch. Why is that so? Because it actually disrupt the process of healing of the patches. Okay, so I hope you can stop with the bracelet and necklace usage of phyton. Okay, so Zoom user, can we patch say X39 below hairline and Aeon below navel in the night? How many fingers below each position? Oh, just below the hairline. Okay, is it to grow your hair? Right, you can try, no problem, you can try. Yep. And Aeon below the navel in night. So just 2 fingers below the navel is fine, no problem. Yep. So no side effects at all. I feel tired. Yes, iPad 2, this is the healing reaction. When your body is detoxing, yeah, basically you'll feel a bit more tired. Yeah, but the energy level comes later on. Yeah, so please be patient and actually go through the process. Betty, can use Aeon in the morning? Yes, you can use Aeon whether it's morning or night. It's basically your preference, yeah. But a lot of people use it at night because it helps to sleep better as well. Okay, so that's why people use X39 in the morning and Aeon at night. Okay, Yasmin, plantar fasciitis. Okay, so left field. Okay, I have a few people that have actually plantar fasciitis as well, and they patch X39 in the morning behind the neck and also Aeon behind the neck, yeah, at night. Okay, so go through that process of 3 to 6 months, right? So you'll find improvements. For Yorkin, for CRP, can we substitute silent night with aloe vera patch if we do not have any silent night patches? Okay, so this protocol of CRP is basically is actually written by trial. Okay, so then just follow it strictly and basically experience it. Yep, follow the protocol strictly. Yeah, Alika, what to patch for face pigmentation already existing years? Will the patch help and how to patch? Yes, Alicia, if you have patch X39 and Aeon for 3 months, try the Alavida Trio set. Okay, it's amazing, right? Add it on to your skincare routine. Okay, so that will help with the lighten of the pigmentation as well. Yeah, okay, that will beautify and give you the glow of your skin. Okay. Okay, Christine, can X39 alone be sufficient, affordably concerned for some? Okay, good question, Christine. Yes, I have people who are just on X39 as well. And yes, you can. Okay, so the effect is faster with Aeon, but with X39, you can see a certain kind of improvement as well. And X39 alone is a bit slower, the process, but you will still see some kind of effect. Yeah. Okay. So, Erika, ovary cyst. Ovary cyst is also based on inflammation in our body. X39 and Aeon for the first 3 to 6 months first, yeah. So then do that protocol first, okay, for ovary cyst. Okay, so can drink not today, okay. Okay, so Chini's iPad, do I need to stop probiotic while using X39 and Aeon? No, Chini, you don't have to stop any supplements or medication. Yep. Just add the X39 and Aeon on top of what you're doing. Yeah. So don't stop anything, don't stop any medication, long-term medication, or any supplements. Continue with what you are doing and add on this amazing technology. Okay. So how to patch for face spasm? Same X39 and Aeon as well. Yeah, at the back of your neck, morning and night. So Fatima, does the patch work as well if pasted on surgical tape, which is then pasted on people with skin sensitivity? Yes, it does. Okay. So a lot of people, what they do is they paste it on their surgical tape and they tape it on their shirt, okay, for people with sensitive skin, yeah. And people with sensitive skin basically help with what happens is that when they get outbreaks, when they patch, is basically their body detoxing, yeah. So it is a good sign, right? Continue to do it so that the skin can be cleared off, okay? So Zoom user can patch X39 on neck and night Aeon below belly button. Yes, yes, you can. Alvin Lee can drink ionized water while wearing patches. Yes, you can, right? So the best kind of water is basically mineral water, yeah? I'm talking about Spritzer or Evian. So those are mineral water, okay? So Alika, is it okay the sole of the feet if it has pain like Aeon? Yes, you can also experimenting patching X39 or Aeon at the bottom of your feet if you find that there is pain, okay? So just 1.5 months of using X39 Aeon, can I start using the Alavida Trio? Okay, so suggest to use X39 Aeon for 3 months first, minimum, before you add on to anything else, right? So already complete 4 months. If use Alavida patch for pigmentation, where to patch? Okay, Erika. So if you have already used it for 4 months, your Alavida can patch it at night right here. This is what we call the third eye. Okay, and you can apply the night cream, and after that you patch it right here. Yeah. Okay. So then document that progress of yours through the pictures, right? So then you can see that improvement after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Document it. Yeah. Make sure you share with us your progress as well. Okay. So I think we have answered all the questions. Mr. Lingam, would you like to do the closing?
Yes, well answered, Jinhua. So many questions, well answered. I hope all of you are clear tonight. And I hope you do come back next week. What do we have next week? We have career, right? Talk on career?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much to my team. That is PC Chin, Chin Po Chu, Alfred Lee, and Chin Hua. Thank you for watching Super Wednesday. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, hold on. I just want to answer a couple of questions more. Yeah. Okay. So, Jayananda, yes, cancer patient, you are very safe to use the X39 Aeon. Actually, anti-cancer properties. Okay, please start using. Elderly lose weight, start with X39 Aeon first, right? So after 3 months to 6 months, you add on the X49. Okay. All right. So thank you. Good night, everybody. Yep. See you guys next week. If I did not answer any of your questions, please come in tomorrow. Jin Dong will be on. Yeah. All right. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, the link. All right, hold on. I still miss out the link of David Smith. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, so hang on a minute. All right. Okay.
Sorry.
Here you go. Here
Hello.
you go. Yep.
Just now
Hi.
using patch the Alavida patch on where, because I was looking at the message that I didn't see yet.
Okay. Right here, Alika. Right here at your third eye at night.
For 12 hours or so.
Yes, when you sleep, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, good night.